Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. Happy Friday. Was looking through my calendar. I didn't do half of whatever I said I was going to do, but at least I did plan it. This is the calendar for this week. Did I do any of this stuff? Some of it I did, but it's Friday, and no, I didn't do too much. Anyway, planning is part of the battle. I did some, but I'll work on it. I got the weekend. Still got 2 days left. But I wanted to do some watercoloring and then show you also about a color along that Coloring with Tanin is doing. It's in the book, the Sweet Shop coloring book. I saw one copy when I went to two different Five and Belows. So it's still on the shelves at Five Below. The Sweet Shop, a reprint book, and she picked the group voted on the second page, the bicycle page. I think they got a couple of bicycles in here, but it's the second bicycle page. So I'm gonna work on that. And I pulled out watercolors pages that either I started or I'm going to do in watercolor. I did watercolor on this page. This is in the Fairy Tales, a coloring book by Emily Lindenhall Oberg. And this is a cute little squirrel up under a patch quilt blanket. And then I also put down a base of watercolor markers. When I say watercolor, I'm going to include watercolor paint and watercolor markers and watercolor pencils, all of them. So I had already kind of colored this one, and I'm not real happy with the background. So anyway, I said, well, I'm going to make it a double page spread. So I just put some more of the orange on this side. So I'm going to watercolor this side and work on that. Oh, my arm is a little stiff. And then continuing with Emily Lindenhall Oberg, in Fairy Tales, I worked a little bit on this page right here that I had put some, what is that stuff called? Kiritaki Japanese watercolors. So I'll be working on that. Watercolor. And also started a Crayola page. Where's the other page at? It's going to work on. I don't have to be flipping the whole book. Oh. This page. I think I'm going to watercolor this page. I think I am going to make that a double page spread. I think it's a cute page. I've seen a lot of people do this one. And I did work on this page that I had been working on when I first got the book. And this is watercolors, pencils, brushes, brush markers, whatever watercolor that I have, I put in here. And then also I use some, what kind of pencils did I use? I use the Poly Hoo pencils. So yeah, this is a fun page. Now, I'm going to leave the mice, they're coloring in for later. I did these two, and I said, let me start, actually 3. I'm going to color them in, or finish coloring them in later, after I finish everything else. But I'm going to come back through and definitely put some pencil work and stuff down. But this is a fun little page. It's a busy page. That one. Then I did some watercolor. We're going to do some more watercolor. I did some watercolor on this side of the page, but this one, I really like this. This looks like a wallpaper. This is in Flights of Fancy, Camelia de Erico, or Camelia de Erico, her book. And yeah, I like these. I like the bumblebees. So I'm going to work in that one with watercolors. Watercolor weekend. Then I have this page here. I am going to try, there's a color along on somebody's page with this book. I was thinking about this one. This is really nice. I think there's a color along with this on this one. I think they used pencils. I'm not sure, or watercolor. But the one that I want to do, where's my paper clip? Oh, here it is in the back. Is like really. I got an extra paper clip in here, and I don't even know. Okay, is it just this one? I thought I had another page that I picked. Yeah, here it is. Oh, this one right here. Somebody did a color along with this one. Look at all this detail. Look at that. That's a lot. That's a lot of windows. But the end result that I saw that somebody did was so beautiful. Yeah, this is mainly architectural structures and stuff. Very, very detailed. This is definitely not a book for a lot of people. Now, this is a form of a mandala that they did with the buildings. Yeah. I know this book would be a no for a lot of people. This one was really interesting also. But I've seen a couple of people color in here. I really like this one, but I'm going to save it until I do a color along with somebody else and get the feel on how to color this. I believe Maya has this book or one of these books colored by Maya. And then I was chatting with Bubbles the other day, and I was telling her I was going to start this page. This is the cars. This is like tons of little bitty cars. Now, I actually put down some crayons, and then I put down some pencils, and then I thought maybe I'll just use a little bit of everything. So I'm going to work on this, but there must be hundreds of cars on this little page. It's just adorable. Yeah, I like this book. So I'm going to work on that with watercolor. And I think that's it with the watercolor. So those are enough. Those are what, 5 books? That's enough. That'll keep me busy. Was I going to do something with the sweet shop? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was going to do a watercolor. I actually was going to do a watercolor with this bubblegum page. With this one. I was thinking about it. It looks like this would be fun. But then I was thinking maybe I'll use my Prismacolor pastels, the junior set that I found at Ollie's. I think I might use that for this page. I don't know. I colored it already in my other book. So I had shown that I had was doing a speed color or just doodle in Zen doodle coloring. In this book, well, I would just pick it up and just start a page and then stop, and then the next day pick a page or whatever. Set a little timer. I did it the other day with a 3-color marker, and I would just stop it and then go to the next page. So I said I was going to make a whip out of just stopping and starting. So I did this one the other day with the 3 colors that I picked for the 3-color challenge, and I stopped. So this should be the next one that I do. The 3 colors that I picked, I forgot what I put. I think I put them back into the container, so I don't know what they are. So I may start it again and come in with the timer for 15 minutes. And I guess I could do 15 minutes each time to finish the page, but I just thought it would be interesting. The book was $1.99, so I considered it like a throwaway book. But this is Deborah Mueller, and she's really a good artist. She actually has a book that just came out. I'm trying to figure out where it is so I can look at it, see somebody's flip of it. So I got that at Ollie's for $1.99, and then I saw these, and I thought they were going to be $1.99 also, but they were $2.99, so it wasn't that much of a difference. And this is Zen Doodle also. This is another one by her, Deborah Mueller, Naughty Puppy, and I saw somebody do a flip of this, and I bought it on here the other day, but I got into my conversation and I didn't do it. Yeah, this puppy is naughty because it broke the doll. So these puppies this one's eating somebody's shoes and purse. This one has done something to some jewelry. Oh yeah, so they are naughty. Okay, is that a coloring book and crayon? Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a cat page. I don't blame you. Ice cream. Yeah, so it's really cute. This is the cover. It's really, really cute. And these kind of Zen doodles, which they're just kind of like connecting things, repetition, um, stars, shapes, circles, squares. They're kind of they're easy to do, especially if you really feel like that you're not you can't color well. Because I really, I have my moments. But sometimes you just want to color and not even think about anything. Like you can just color all of these little flowers and then color the background. I mean, you don't have to do anything really hard. Now, these two are too cute because that heel is broken on that shoe. And they're looking at each other like I didn't do it. The paper in this book is a nice quality paper. It's single-sided, so you can put a sheet in between, of course, and use your markers, watercolor, whatever you want. It's not the cheap Amazon paper. Really cute. Whimsical. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be realistic. But you can color things however you want to. So yeah, I'm just going to flip through this a little bit. Oh, I love that one. That's real busy. So, I'm not going to show the whole book. But for $2.99 at Ollie's. Ollie's is good. Ollie's is a place that I go to at least twice. I go to 2 Ollie's and Maryland. And they are kind of fully stocked, but they change their inventory so often, so you got to go there at least once a month. But sometimes if you don't go on a regular basis, you'll miss out whatever they have, because once they get the stock in, that's it. Once it's sold out, it's sold out. They get overstocked and discontinued items. Now they have food items there, but I have never gotten any food from there. I just go for the coloring books. They do have some electronic items and stuff, but some of those things are discontinued or old or been updated, so you got to be real careful when you buy certain things out of discount stores. But if you want to save some money, you can. This one is by Jeanette Woomer. I've never heard of her, but she's got a cute little style here. This one is called Little Big Cats. Okay, so I guess it means like leopards and tigers. Not like kitty cats and lions. Yeah, lion. So this one looks a little bit more, well, it's on the same line. It's just a different artist. Now she fills that page up with stuff. She goes all the way to the edge. So a lot of people like that. I like that. I like when the page is full. Yeah, it's cute. It's a very cute. It's a bold line, so a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people like it, so it'll be easy to color. But it's got that big bold black line there. But you see in her drawing, she doesn't have that big bold line. This book and this book was in the kiddie book aisle, the children's aisle, and then this one was in the adult coloring aisle. So this one does look more childlike, but everybody's coloring childlike. Coloring. Oh, that is so cute. Simple, bold, and simple coloring, and for an adult, like I said, it's just something to do. You can, crayons and coloring book and sit and just relax for a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, this one I definitely would call more childlike. Like if I get bored, I'll color in here, or just want to test out some new colors or some new color patterns. This is actually really interesting. I like the detail around the sides of it. Or you want to practice shading or whatever. This is what these kind of books are really good for. And of course, they're good for kids. For $2.99, that's not bad. Everybody can have their own book. And then this was the one, like I said, that I've been working in, and I really like this one. This one feels more adult-like, as opposed to the last one. Deborah Mueller has a lot of cute little books. I think she might have one of those books in one of the creative Haven or Creative Heaven. She might have been a featured artist in there. The Zen Doodle books, the Zen Doodle line, they have so many books. Like tons. They got everything Zen Doodle. I don't think I've seen Kirby Rosanas or Johanna Basford Zen Doodled. That'd be kind of interesting. So that's what I got, and that's what I'm going to be working on, watercolors. So I'll probably be back tonight, and I will, excuse me, do some. I was so busy this morning. I had 2 virtual calls. Oh, hey, I had 2 virtual calls, and I was fooling around on the YouTube. I had to get off so fast. Oh no! Felt sick, maybe sinus, couldn't work today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know there's something going around. There is. And then that flu that's going around, because I had to go deliver some stuff to somebody. Oh my God. They've had the flu for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't that patch one really cute? Yes, and it looks warm. Hi, Coloring for Wellness. How you doing? I was over there at your last video. I had a nice time over there. Yes. Yes, it's very busy. I know which book you're talking about. It's very busy, but it gives you a sense of accomplishment once you finish, you know? Hey, TaylorMade. Now, you asked that I buy something new. I didn't even really show this one. This is a band in London, and I got this one from Books A Million. And Books A Million is another store. Books A Million and Ollie's and what's the other place I just said? Books A Million, Ollie's. Oh, and Five and Below. Those are the places. Now, I would not buy any art supplies out of Books A Million because their prices are ridiculous, and they don't really have art supplies, but they do have some stationery, calendars, supplies. Their stickers are priced well, but the pens and stuff that they do have, you can definitely get a better. Yeah, and then there's cute little Zen Doodle books. They're so cute, you know. And then if somebody comes over and they're coloring, or they want to finish a page, you can say, hey, keep the book, you know. I know, I think the puppy's cute. I'm going to Ollie's this weekend if I feel better. I hope you feel better. I do. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I'm doing spring cleaning. I'm going to try to, because I'm trying to purge. I told y'all I'm trying to get casket ready. Hi, Ivory Pearl. I had such a fun time over there listening to you last night on your live. I was so glad that you got that book bound, and it looked really nice. Let me just show you this book. Anyway, I got this book because I thought that this would give me some inspirations to color in this book with some of the buildings and stuff. You know, some of the structures. So I said, I can use this as a reference. And then also with the collages that I'll be doing. I am going to be doing collages, y'all. I'm sorry if it's taking me so long. I'm just trying to get enough material. But yeah, so I saw this one, and like I said, it was $3 at the Books A Million. So I said, let me pick this up. And it's a 2-for project. I can, use some of these pictures for reference materials, like I said, and then also cut them up for collages. But I love looking at I call this a coffee table book. I'm sure everybody else does too. But I love books like this. I can just sit and look and read, and it's very entertaining to me. It sure is. Like, this is really interesting. Yeah, so thank you for having your show last night. I'm going to show you my machine too. It's not like yours. Yours is adorable. I actually like yours. I like mine also, but I found a different way. I'm going to practice it, because I didn't really use all of the options on mine, and I saw what you did with yours, and I think I found a way to do something. And when I figure it out, I'll show it to you all. But I would not have figured out if I had not seen you do yours. So, hi, Catherine. How you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. So, yeah. But let me show you mine. Now mine is just a basic office supply one, and it was the one that I want. I had seen a whole lot. I didn't know what the cinch was. Was that what that thing's called? I know a lot of people that do cards and stationery have it. So, if I find one at a good price, I might buy one. But I wanted, so let me put this over here. And I like the cover, Abandoned London. This is what mine is. It's just a traditional office one. Uh-huh. It's a traditional office one. Now, I don't know if it does allow for a different type of ring. What do you call it? The plastic things. Like, do I have a book that I've done? I do, but I think they're in my bedroom. Oh no, here's one. Here's one. Now, here's one, and actually it got bent here. But anyway, I'm just going to show you the top of it. Now, this I don't particularly care for with the coloring books, if you have books that are thick. But I'm using these more so with my PDFs, and I don't mind them so much because I don't make my PDFs so thick. But yeah, so when I got it, I think this was probably one of the first ones that I bound. But of course, I've seen other styles like the one that you have now that I would like better. But I think I can buy different types of spiral or spinals. I don't know what you call these things, binders. So I'm going to look and see if I can buy a different type of binder to use with this. But I did learn something with the way that you were doing it and how you were measuring it, because we got all these measurements here and stuff and where you can put it, and this binds a lot. I think it binds. I want to say let me not get to lying, but it doesn't have any instruction. It doesn't have anything on it. But the one that you have is multi-functioning. Yours can do a lot. This one just does the binding, and at the time that's exactly what I wanted. One of my supporters, I was talking about. I said I was looking for one. I said, "Oh, here's one that's 50," and I said, "Oh, this is cute." And next thing I know, I heard my Cash App, cha-ching. So they blessed me with the money to go buy it. So I went ahead and I ordered. I think I got it from Amazon because it was on sale. But I walked into that one. I was like, oh my goodness, I felt, you know how you just feel like you just felt blessed. It wasn't even like definitely wasn't dry bagging because I was going to order it anyway. But so I got that, and I use it about twice a month. I try to save whatever I want up and do them all at the same time, because like you said, each book and each size and stuff, you got to get it lined up just right. But mine being a little bit longer, I don't have to do the adjusting of it. But I didn't even think about the fact that I could bind smaller books. So that's the good part, because I've got some smaller binders that came with it, but I went out and bought the bigger binders. So when you were doing that last night, it gave me some ideas for some other things that I can bind. So thank you so much. Yeah, excuse me. You can use, okay, what you say? You can use them, you can use the Milky paper, draw over the photos, then, yes, I saw somebody do that. I thought it was awesome. I actually bought a book for that purpose. I'm not even going to try to find it. I bought a book just for that purpose because it had a lot of different shapes and people's faces and stuff like that. And a lot of people do draw over magazine pictures, also magazine photos and stuff like that, and they make a coloring book out of it. It's really beautiful art. Art is just so nice. It sure is. You can do a lot of stuff. So what you're planning on doing? I'm planning to use it more for sure. Oh yes, that one is definitely a crafting tool, and I do like that one. I really do, because the options of what you can use it for are just vast. Now I'm gonna tell you, I cannot be a crafter. I cannot. Y'all see how I am with this coloring books and art supplies and stuff. Girl, I would drive myself crazy. So I have to set boundaries. And as far as I'm stepping into the crafting pool is going to be collaging. That's really what I want to do. and I had actually started getting material. There are collage books that you can buy, but oh my goodness, do I feel like pulling it? Okay, let me just pull this out real quick, and then I gotta go. I got another appointment. Another appointment. I put these right up under here, up under my desk, and these little binder things, you know, you get this is stuff. This is stuffed with stuff that I'm going to do with making my collages. So what I've been doing is I'll find stuff like if I get something in the mail or calendars and things like that, I'll just like, you know, tear them out and, you know, put them all together. So I've got a whole lot I've already started. And then I was in between of starting. Mainly what I use my that hole puncher is to make the junk journals. That's what I want to make also. I take my old boxes like these and put them together. I do have one or two that I put together. So these are some that I've saved up. And I've cut some out. Oh, this is some paper that I cut out. But yeah, so is this one that I did? Okay, yeah, this is an example. This was my protocol. And I didn't make it thick or anything like that, and I just cut it because I knew I didn't want to waste the paper that I had. I bought a bunch of paper from Five and Below, you know, the thick watercolor paper, and I'm always looking to test something out. And so I made a bunch of these little books of different sizes, but so yeah, so I'll save these things and just cut them out. So I've got a couple of books like this. Look at this, is gorgeous. Look at this color. I got a couple of books that I bought for $3 or $7 that are like that I could color in, or I could tear them out. Yeah, so sometimes I just sit, I'll get old magazines and I'll just tear them out and then, you know, toss them. I did make a couple here. Well, here's two. Well, here's one. I don't mean there's two. Here's one. I put some stickers on here, and then I started watercoloring it, and then drawing over it. This is another sample. I was going to make this a swatch book, but it's not my ideal swatch book. And of course, you got the cutest daggone swatch book, Ivy Pearl. Oh my goodness, that book is so cute. Yeah, so yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, this reminds me of straight up Dee Dee Willingham, and I channeled her when I was doing it. So yeah, so this is a whole project. So this is as far as I'm going to get into crafting, because I know I would want to have every machine, every tool, and TaylorMade already gets on me how I be going to stores hauling stuff. I do, and I always get a little bit. I get a little bit of something. I'll get a little sample of something, and then I'll test it out and see if I like it. And I love going by recycle bins to find stuff, not trash cans. Like my recycle bin, or if I go to somebody's house, you know, that has stuff, containers, just, you know, just stuff, just to recycle stuff. You make junk journals and collages. Oh, see? Now, how come I didn't know that? See, that's what I want to do. That's as far. Now, I'm going to stop. I need y'all to promise me, if y'all see me do anything else. Now, I do have a sewing machine, so that sewing is allowed. Now, I was over down to Miss Ronicue's, and we were talking about crocheting. Now, that's okay, because I already got it. I'm not going out to buy any more. I got 2 hooks, and I got some yarn. I got a sewing machine, and I got a pattern. I already got it cut out. Been had it for 2 years sitting there. So I already had those things, but I'm not getting into crafting. No, 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 no. The junk journal and the collages is as far as I'm going. I will not be making cards. I will not be creating, I don't know what the crafters do. Y'all be making these floral stuff. Y'all see, I can't do the reef. Remember I ended the reef contest? I'm not a crafter. I don't know what it is. I know. I think it's because when you get online and do it, it's different. I think if I was just doing it by myself, I could probably be okay with it. But I don't. You have to have so much space. You have to have those containers, and you gotta be so on top of your stuff. And I would be pulling stuff out, and then I would get ready to go to bed, and I had to take an hour or two to put all that stuff back. This coloring books and the crayons and the color and the paint, and then the crafting little thing. This is enough for me. The collage and the journals. That's it. But I was buying stuff to make journals. So this was at the Dollar Tree. So I would just see things, and I was like, I'm putting these all together, and one day I'm going to do something with it, and that day is coming very, very soon. So I promise you all. I know a lot of people are like, girl, you've been saying you're going to be collaging in a minute. Maybe I'll go over there and check out some of the Color with Wellness videos and get some daggone ideas. Yeah, so that's all I got for y'all this morning. I love paper. Why did I start to buy some paper? Michael's had some paper on sale for $3. $3 in this packed book of just papers, and some of them had foil on there. I said, see, I need to walk away. I need to walk away. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do with that? See, I didn't even want to think about it. My creative juices were like, walk away. And then I walked down the aisle that had the jewelry and stuff like that. I said, See, I got wheeled in with them daggone diamond dots. I refuse to do those things. I refuse. I tried it. I said, if air dot hit the flow, and if one dot hit the flow, sure enough, I wrapped it up. Oh no, I can't do all that. Then I wouldn't be able to do my coloring. I have to just pick one or two battles and just stay in my lane. You don't collage online, just color? Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, because you got to really get into it. And it's a lot to focus up, set your camera up and everything. It's a lot with the collaging. Because, even just for me to just bind my books, everything has to be off of the table. And I have to have everything in line, like an assembly line. And I haven't even begun to decorate the books or even thought about that, so I can only imagine. But I do like to do stuff on the cheap and the low. But I feel like at some point before I do get casket ready, I probably will start crafting. I'm just trying to put it off. I'm trying to put it off, y'all. Help me. There's a channel called The Half-Ass Crafter who's good at collage. Really? Well, she's good at picking a channel name. The Half-Ass Crafter. I like her name. I really like that channel. Let me put it up in the search bar. The Half-Ass Crafter. The Half-Ass Crafter. Okay, I'm going to check her out in a few minutes. So, yeah. And I look at Dee Dee. She does those collages. And so Miss Ivy does some. I didn't see any on you. Well, you just started your channel, so I hope you do put something on there like that. Let's see. Who else does it? Yeah, you love paper too, Ivy Pearl. I'm trying to think. There's somebody else. Oh, Miss Janet Young does it. She actually has a scavenger hunt. Every year I say I'm going to sign up for it. And that's another reason. Actually, you see that one bin I have? I've got 2 other bins. And I've been saving stuff for the scavenger thing every year. I've been doing it for 3 years. And the other 2 are full of stuff. And so I need to go through those and get rid of some things that I know that I don't need. But that one that I just showed you, I had everything out on the table. And I think I was having some friends over, and I just kind of threw everything in there. So it's usually a little bit more organized than that. But the Ivy Pearl, that ideal that you use with the watercolor and the spray things, I already got those little bottles on my list. And then I'm going to get some food coloring. But the thing that really sparked my interest in that was the cardboard spray stand that you made with the cardboard. And I actually made one last night. I can't pull it up on here right now because I would need to lift the camera up some. But that's a really good idea because you see right here my background is my puzzles, and I try to swap my puzzles out. But I actually put this thing together, and I don't want to wait, you know, get spray paint on it. I already abused it already. This one is probably the most stained one. I should laminate it or put some stuff on. I did put some stuff on it, Mod Podge, or the puzzle stuff on there, but at some point, you know, it wears off. It's not meant to be used like the way I'm using it. But I like to switch them out, and I haven't switched it out in a minute. And I do have another board to put over top of it when I'm doing anything wet, and I just keep forgetting to do it. So, but yeah, that's a good idea. So I made that board. I haven't used it yet. I do have some pages I wanted to use for the shimmering spray. Shimmering spray? Is that what shimmer? Yeah, this stuff right here. Blue Skies gave this to me, and I tell you, when I got it, I did not know what the heck these things were. I didn't know. I sat on these for like about oh my goodness, for about 2 or 3 months before I even opened it, because I was scared of them. And then 2 of these are clogged, so I'm going to work on getting those unclogged. And I'll unclog one, and then if it works out, then I'll show you how to do the other one. But yeah, I did notice that. But the other ones that are not clogged, when you spray them, you just can't just spray them. You thinking you spraying them, they're just going to go down on that page. No, that goes everywhere, girl. And I had some of this stuff stuck on my hands. Yeah, I thought I had another one. Yeah, so these are all the ones that I have for right now. But when I get my food coloring, my food coloring and the little spray containers, I will be making some more. So yeah, so thank you for that video. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I will check you all out later. I got some stuff to do, and I got to plan this whole spring cleaning thing. Oh my goodness. So y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching my video. And is that it? That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. How it turned out. I gotta figure out how to make it